Your chair at least stops. Mine just steadily like moves. So I could not be facing you by the time this interview is over. All right, so here we are, Enterprise Center, gigantic sold-out show with 21 pilots tonight. Josh, it's really great to see you again, man.
Yeah, great to see you too.
So first things first, so we did this promotion a little bit earlier where a bunch of our winners asked you guys questions.
Yeah.
And first of all, the questions from the listeners were amazing.
Fantastic.
I mean, they were really great, really well thought out. But also what I really appreciated, man, is that you and Tyler took the time to really answer the questions. Like, it wasn't just like a little goofball, smart-ass answer and then move on. You guys really took the time, and you could tell that everybody appreciated. I think it just shows the kind of guys that you guys really are. You know what I mean? That you genuinely appreciate these fans, and it's not just a lip service situation.
Yeah, I think, well, that was really cool, that format, by the way. I think we've done a few like that, but it's a little bit less common to kind of have people in a room, people who have invested and actually have really cool questions to ask. And I think over the years of doing interviews, and we've talked to you a bunch, and I think it becomes easier for us to kind of be able to pick out the legitimacy of where somebody's coming from with asking a question, and then you kind of can begin to choose where you put in, how deep do I want to go with this answer? Or how surface level do I want to go? And I feel like, even you've been always invested and super cool, and have questions that make sense and that I think a lot of people probably want to know. And also being fans of music, when we'll look up interviews of other artists, and sometimes interviews of ourselves, and think hey, was that good? Was that adequate? How did we come off? And you really kind of learn a lot through that. So it was cool. I think, that dynamic earlier was really special. Well,
and one of the things that we learned a little bit earlier was that this interview situation is, and I'm going to say this nicely, probably less than ideal for you. You don't love being the guy getting interviewed. Is that true? Is this, you know what I mean? And it's you and I know that we have interviewed each other a few times. But it honestly, sometimes, are you uncomfortable with it? Do you not love doing it?
It's a good question. Here's how I'll answer it. It has nothing to do with the actual process of interviewing. I've kind of grown up and been in and out of anxiety and had just this trouble. I don't like being the center of attention, which makes it sometimes hard to be in a two-person band. And kind of when I was younger, what got me into the drums is I was like, dude, I can just hide behind this and I don't have to say anything. I don't have to sing or be in the front of the stage. And then that kind of shifted when Tyler and I started this thing. Right. And but it's a lot of fun for me, and I constantly try to push through whatever struggle there is that I'm having. So if that is I don't love sitting and having a camera on me or a microphone in front of my face, it's those type of things that I'm like, okay, well, because I don't like that, why don't I like it? And how can I figure out how to get better at it and make it feel more comfortable to me? So it literally is nothing. It's not I just don't feel like doing this. It's sometimes it's just wow, I don't know if I can do this. But there is there's kind of a rush sometimes with facing your fears and diving headfirst into something that's really uncomfortable. I think I've grown a lot, and I think it feels fulfilling. And after it's done, even I'm just oh my gosh, it spoke with a microphone. So yeah, and I think it helps earlier being in a room of people who just, like I said, are invested in this music and this band and the art and create their own art, and it holds me to a higher standard. And being in front of the stage with Tyler, I feel like I have a responsibility to perform and be entertaining, and the words that I say now hopefully have to be have to make sense and keep people from clicking out of the YouTube video or whatever it is. You know? So yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, I'd tell you my biggest challenge with doing these interviews, and especially when it's somebody like you and you guys that I like so much, is I get so much anxiety in preparing and doing it that I don't enjoy the fact that I'm getting a chance to sit down and chat with one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
So it's been something that I've had to kind of train myself to do, to not get nervous, to just enjoy, hey, I know a ton about you guys. Yeah. So I actually left, and this is how I know I'm progressing, is because my notes are in my car. Amazing. And I didn't go back to get them because I was like, it'll be me and Josh. Yeah. It'll just be a couple buddies chatting, man.
Yeah, totally.
You know? But you know, through all of the success, you know, I mean, I've interviewed you guys 5-6 times at this point. You guys are always so kind and are always so sweet to me. And to the station as well. We just want to say thank you. I mean, you are such a tremendous act to watch blow up in this way. I couldn't be more happy for anybody than you guys, and it's just really great to see the success continue. Trench is a great record, and I can't wait for people to even have more time to spend with it. And you know, Jumpsuit sounded great on the air. My Blood does as well. So you know, we're looking forward to continuing this ride with you guys.
Well, you've been around since literally the beginning, and I remember you know, coming in and talking to you, and you know, coming back today and seeing, you know, a familiar face of, you know, somebody who's been, you know, supportive. It's really cool and special for me, so I'm glad we got to chat.
Always a pleasure. Josh, good luck. Continued success.
Thanks so much.